she rejected the idea of my daughter being here, and she admitted to being jealous of Anna, which I had noticed in the past. For example, for one of my daughter's birthdays, I sent money to her mother to buy her a dress that was quite expensive, and my wife just said, "I guess you will buy our son something just as expensive." It was my mistake to let those comments pass and think they were just a weird joke. She said that she didn't want my daughter to come and that it took time away from our son. That bothered me, so I told her that if we had 2 children, my time would also be divided and that I could give the same attention to both as a father. Changing our routine doesn't have to be negative. She knows Anna is not a problem teenager. We talked a lot, and I explained to her that I just wanted to make everything work for both of us. I apologized if I made her feel bad about how I treated her. I told her I wanted to hear what was bothering her so we could understand each other better. We agreed to have better dialogue and communication about this. My wife admitted that her jealousy is wrong and feels embarrassed about it, but it's how she feels, and she feels awful for feeling like that. I told her that feeling wasn't right. Being jealous of my daughter wasn't right. I told her that it would be okay to start going to the psychologist if we want to fix this because I'm not going to leave my daughter to live in a place where she doesn't feel loved. My wife accepted after talking about it a lot these days, and she wants to work on herself about that because she doesn't like feeling like that about a little girl and knows it's wrong. My wife and daughter always had a nice treatment. When I make video calls with Anna, my wife usually talks a little, but not that much. My mistake was not offering my wife to make video calls alone with Anna like Anna does with my toddler sometimes. My daughter likes my wife and calls her auntie even if they don't know each other too well, so I don't want her to know how my wife feels about her. I offered to teach my wife how to play the same video game I play with my daughter so they could play together and get to know each other better. I know Anna would love that. They both have a lot of the same interests. She accepted and said she loved me and wanted to try it for me and our toddler. If I left my wife, I would be breaking into my son's house. He's my baby, too, and the last thing I want is to let adult matters affect him. I don't want to do that, and I love this woman. I want this to work, and I will do my part for it. But the first moment she treats my daughter badly, I will end things with her. I clarified that to her, and she was right about that and promised me to work on this. I still haven't confirmed anything with Anna's mother about the date our daughter can come since I must fix the room for her first. I want my wife and little girl to get to know each other better. I talked about it with my psychologist, who told me that the best thing is always to get them closer little by little before Anna comes to live here. These last 4 days, my wife and Anna have been talking longer, and I told Anna that we could teach my wife how to play with us. Anna felt comfortable talking with my wife, and they started talking about random things, which I fell out of because I didn't understand what they talked about. Still, I'm pretty glad to see that they have things to talk about. Update: my daughter and my wife's relationship is going very well. They both make video calls to watch some series they like together. They have even started to have inside jokes that I don't understand, but I think that's something good, although, to be honest, now I feel a little left out. My wife has been going to the psychologist to work on her insecurities and problems because she knows that feeling jealous of my daughter is not good at all. A few weeks ago, she talked to my daughter about her feelings towards her and apologized. My daughter was quite surprised to learn that my wife felt this way, but she accepted the apology and told her she understood. I left them talking alone that day so they would have privacy, and after that, they would have a closer bond. My wife said my daughter told her she would always respect someone sincere and wants to be better. My wife started to talk about how she wanted to decorate the bedroom and rejected all my ideas because they were too boring for a girl. So she's having fun redecorating the room with our toddler, who's happy to see his sister in person. We still haven't arranged a date because my daughter's mother has to talk with her high school about the problems there and everything. And I have to prepare everything here too, but all is going well step by step.